What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are looks like the door's opening on its own, but it's just my daughter. We are going to be doing a makeup tour. So I had this in my planner for a long time, and I just never got to it. So I did clean and dust my makeup collection, so it is ready to be seen. I'm not saying I have the best setup, but I think I do have more of a realistic setup because I am still in a apartment, and I don't have a whole lot of space for my collection. So we do have a spare room, but unfortunately we are not using that as my beauty room or filming room like I really wanted to. It's more of our gym and like storage room. So I will be showing you guys how I have my makeup, and it's a lot too. So if you have a lot and you're in a small space, maybe this will help someone. This is basically our dresser, and I use it to store majority of my makeup. So I did have this set up a little bit different, like my makeup. I didn't always have this type of setup. I will show you in a bit how my setup was. So there is me. This is the mirror I use when I do my makeup on like an everyday basis. I guess this is the brand right here. My best friend actually got me this, and it lights up pretty nicely. So right here I basically keep all my like very quick grabby items, like my lip oils, all my lip balms, my lash serums. So yeah, so this is where I keep those items. And then if I move, this is where I keep like blushes, bronzers, highlighters, and cream products as well. So I guess we'll start on the bottom and work our way up. So if I pull out this bottom drawer, this is where I keep all my cream, bronzers, and blushes in here. And this is where I keep my highlighters. And then I have blushes in this drawer. I just did a declutter. So if you guys have not seen that video, I can go ahead and link it down below. But yeah, I just did a declutter, so now majority of my blushes do fit in one drawer because before they did not. And these are my powder bronzers. These two drawers are separate, so I can just lift this up, and it's only these two drawers that are connected. So I do have these on top of each other. It did come in one set. It was a huge, I think it was like $30. I got it at Ross. I don't remember the brand name of these acrylic drawers. I do apologize. But I did get it at Ross, and I think it was about like $30, I believe. But it did come separate. So you don't have to have it like tiered on top of each other. You can have them, you know, spread out if you like. But to save room, and I have a lot of makeup, I have them tiered up. So yeah, so that's that. And then up on the top is where I keep majority of my concealers. In this little small drawer, I just have a milk primer and a milk blush that can get moved down to the cream blushes, but whatever. And then I have my little like roller thing that I can attach to my face thing. So this is what like the side looks like. So again, I just have some concealers. I have some setting sprays in the back, some more concealers over here, and then these concealers just don't have a spot, so I just have them standing there. These are correctors, as well as that, and then some more setting sprays. So that's how I store that. Then if you move over to the acrylic right next to it, starting from the bottom again, these are lip glosses, or like lipsticks or liquid lipsticks. So these are all my nudes, and then in here are all like my pinky, peachy, coral colors. In this drawer is like my deeper, like my reds, or like, you know, this is the only like odd one, but yeah, these are the majority of my reds. And then in this drawer is like more of my pinky too, but it's more mauve-y, more purple, berry-like lip products. And then if I move these, so you can see this better, this I actually bought to put some water in it so that way I could use it, and it's handy for my soap brow. But this is more concealers. As you can see, I have a lot of concealers. Another setting spray. This one I have to put into another bottle because the nozzle doesn't work. And then just random. So I have the Touch and Soul like moisturizer primer, Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. I have a Milk moisturizer as well as this is like an eye balm. And then these are like my concealer brushes. Back here I have my eyeshadow sticks. Back here I just have another liquid eyeshadow, and then in this little spot right here I have like brow products, detail brush, and then I have like my brow blade items, and then I also have my this is another like brow blade item, like a kind of like the Glossier brow flick sort of thing, and then I have my lash glue as well. So yeah, so that's what I have up there. And then in the middle I just have these little acrylic drawers. These I got at the Dollar Tree actually, and they're not like connected or anything. I just kind of have them sitting on top of this and underneath this. But in this drawer is not really makeup, it's just like jewelry I can quick grab. In here I just have smaller everyday eyeshadow palettes if I'm looking to do something super quick. And then if you move over a little bit more, and majority of my acrylics I do get at Ross. So I think the only thing that I did not get at Ross are the ones that are from the Dollar Tree, which is this one, and this one. Everything else I get at Ross. So over here, these are my primers basically. So these are all primers. So I have these primers. Oops. And these are kind of full, so that's why they're kind of opening other primers. So yeah, so I have those primers, and then I have more primers and more primers. So this is why when I do my BoxyCharm unboxing and I say I don't want to open up any more like stuff, this is why. Then up top I have some more liquid eyeshadows from like Stila, CoverGirl, e.l.f. Just back here I have like my Tattoo like cream eyeshadows, lash curler, and then just like a random product from Milani. It's like that glow stuff that did not fit in any of these drawers. And then I have some more liquid eyeshadows. I have some cream highlighter sticks here. This is kind of like a highlighter stick as well, and then this is like a liquid highlighter. And then in here is just like my eyeliners and liquid eyeliners. So that's where I store those. And then stuff off to the side is just stuff that I am using currently as like in my everyday makeup. I will switch it out sometimes, but these are products I'm actually trying to use up. So this foundation is almost gone, so I'm using this every day. A primer that I'm trying to finish up. So I try to use like my older stuff up so that way they don't go to waste. And then this is a powder that I'm working on right now to finish up as well. My drink. And then if you go a little bit more down further, like this is where I keep almost like all my brushes. I have a few off to the side that I use for filming, but this is just where I store all of my brushes. And you can just see like this huge organizer I got at Ross as well. So there's just a whole bunch of different like acrylics or like candle holders that are holding the brushes. And then in here, this is the best way that I can store this right now. It's not my favorite way, believe me, but I honestly, maybe I'll just get another acrylic and maybe pop it underneath one of the brush organizers. I don't know. But this is what it is right now. So these are all single eyeshadows. So this is that. And then in here, I just have some mirrors and lights. But then I have majority is ColourPop eyeshadows, and like eyeshadows that are very similar to ColourPop's. So yeah, so that's how I store that right now. Again, it's not my favorite, but it's just how I'm doing things. This I kind of just have on display. It's one of my like cute quad eyeshadow palettes. So isn't it like so freaking beautiful? So that is one of my eyeshadow palettes, quads. This is from Revolution. So pretty, just neutral everyday shades. And then this is my soap brow from Makeup Revolution. So I just kind of have them displayed there. This is my dirty makeup bag. This is the one that I got from Laura Lee, Los Angeles, when she did her mystery makeup bag. It is very dirty right now. I have to take like a lint roller and just kind of clean it up a bit. But I have like my everyday makeup that I'm working on trying to like, you know, use up. For example, this primer, these concealers I'm trying to use up. So this is like in my everyday makeup, and then I will switch out bronzers, blushes, eyeshadow palettes, just so that way I can have time to dip into everything and not just grab this eyeshadow palette like once a year. So I'll put it in here, keep it in here for about 1 or 2 weeks until I get bored of it, and then I will switch it out. So this is like my everyday makeup bag. I can also just take it and go into another room, like the bathroom, if, you know, for some reason Liana's moving around a lot while I'm doing my makeup, because she still sleeps in the same room as me. And it also helps me, like, because everything's in one spot, so I don't have to like root through everything and open drawers while she's sleeping when I'm getting ready for work. And I just turn on this light and boom, do my makeup. So I don't know if you guys remember seeing, I know sometimes I used to film right in front of this dresser. I had this dresser really nice. My mom gave it to me, and it was a really nice dresser, and I put like this wallpaper on it, I guess you can say, or it was like drawer liners. I don't even know. It's gross now. I just need a whole new like vanity basically. And my daughter is peeling it all off. I worked so hard to get this on. It was so nice. But yeah, my daughter's ruining it basically. But this used to be my little makeup vanity. I had my mirror here, and I had my makeup. I had such a small collection. Things were just way more simple. You can see my dirty laundry in the mirror, so don't look at that. These 2 drawers hold makeup. This looks dirty. It's not dirty, it's stained. I forgot what spilled. Like, it's literally like it won't come off. I mean, I'm sure I can put more effort into it, but like just wiping it and taking normal like house cleaner, it won't come off. It's stained. I forgot what it was. Was it acetone? I don't remember, but it was something spilled down here. But anyways, they're not in the best shape. Like, this is broken. So again, I need a whole new vanity dresser. So when I pull out this drawer, this is how right now I am storing my powders, my foundations, and my like CC creams, tinted moisturizers. So in this section, I have more of my fuller coverage foundations. As you can see, like, I think my fullest coverage foundation is the one from Juvia's Place. And then in this drawer here, it's like my medium to full coverage foundations in here. And then in this little section, I get these at the Dollar Tree, but in this little section are my like lighter coverage foundations. So like the Milk from CoverGirl, this one from Profusion's really nice. So yeah, see, these are like my lighter. And then next to it are just like powders, like pressed powders, loose powders. Back here is a cream foundation, and then powder foundations are in the back. More powders back here as well as here. This one is actually an highlighter. I use this sometimes to set all over my face, kind of just like the Hourglass. Was it Hourglass? I forgot what the powder is, but this is like very similar to that. So if you use a light hand, you kind of can get the same effect. So sometimes I do use that for that reason, or I just use it as a highlighter, but it's hanging out there. This has more fuller coverage CC creams. So it has like, you know, this one's a little bit more fuller coverage, and then I have like stick foundations in here as well. I don't know why this is in here, because if I remember, this was not full coverage, or not full coverage, but this didn't have that much coverage. So, and then I also have my LA Girl foundation mixing pigment. So this will make something a little bit more cool tone if it's too warm for me. And then I usually get foundations that are too dark, so I have this to mix it in. That makes it a little bit lighter. Then in this one, I do have more of like my more lighter coverage moisturizers. So I have like the Morphe 2 in here. It's like a skin tint, tinted moisturizer. So yeah, so these are all like my lighter coverage ones. These are just like little organizing things that I haven't used yet. Back here, I just have basically one thing, and it's from Becca. So I'm finishing up a really small travel size version of this right now. So I think I'm actually done with it actually. So I can actually pull this out and start using this. And then this is just like this is like a moisturizer, but it's way too glowy for my face. So I use this in the summer for like my shoulders and things like that to give me some glow. But yeah, so that's how I store face products. And then on the top drawer, I'm not going to go through everything that I have in here, but this is where I keep all my eyeshadow palettes. This was way more organized than what it is now. I had it very, very organized when I decluttered the last time. So yeah, so this needs to be organized again, but then off to the side here, I do have all my lip liners. And then I have brow products. This is dirty. This needs to be clean, but it's just makeup. But anyways, yeah, so I'm running low on actual brow pencils and stuff, which is great because I'm really trying to get through them. I had so many, and I'm doing really, really good at getting through them. But it's easy to get through brow pencils, but still, I had way too many. This is a lip liner. And then over here, I have brow powders. So I have these two brow powders. Oops. And then the rest is just tools. So I have like for lashes, like lash glue, my lash tweezers, scissors, you know, that should be over here as well. But yeah, so these are just, you know, odds and ends. But yeah, so this is how I store all my eyeshadow palettes and like little odds and ends. This one does not have makeup in yet. It's kind of like my junk drawer. Then if you look, there is a shelf floating above. I had my husband install this because I think I had, when my collection started to grow and I had no more room here, I had some more makeup up here. I actually had these organizers up here. I don't know how the shelf didn't collapse. And then I had like my brushes down here. But yeah, so now this is what this is holding. So I have just little like cotton pads here. I have my mascaras right here that I grabbed. These are all the ones I have open right now. Lip products that you probably saw in my declutter. Here's all my nail polishes. This isn't actually all my nail polishes. I have like a clear cosmetic bag that carries more of my nail polishes, but these are like more of my favorite go-to nail polishes. Then I have some more lipsticks and some lip glosses off to the side, and then in the front is kind of just odds and ends, some jewelry, perfume, glasses, you know, so nothing exciting there. So before this, so this is what it used to look like before, when things were way more simple. It's right next to where my makeup is over there, but I have nowhere to put this over there, so this is just a little place where I put my makeup sponges. So I just quickly come over here, grab a sponge, and then I come over here and do my makeup. So this is the dresser that we were just looking at. Up there's my makeup. So majority, like it still carries clothing, but my husband actually emptied out his bottom drawer for me because I needed more storage. This is basically my last drawer that is basically storage right now. So these are all eyelashes. Like these are all eyelashes, this whole row right here. And then over here are basically blushes and bronzers and more eyelashes, brushes and bronzers and highlighters that do not fit in my drawers above. So this can actually go in my purse. These are blotting papers. But yeah, so just blushes and highlighters that I want to keep, but obviously they don't fit. And then over here are just like bigger palettes as well that won't fit. So like, and these are like face palettes. So this is like highlighting powder and contour. This is like, you know, a trio: bronzer, highlighter, and blush, bronzer, highlighter, and blush, you know, blush and highlighter, just a whole bunch of different blushes, like Jacqueline Cosmetics blush and bronzer. This has blush, bronzer, and highlighter, and this is bronzer and blush. So these are like face palettes more like. And then this is like the overwhelming side of the drawer that really does give me like anxiety. And then I have another face palette over here. This is the Physicians Formula one, but this is where I put all my new stuff that I really isn't open and I'm not really using. Like I might swatch something for you guys on, like, you know, if I unbox it on for my BoxyCharm, but other than that, like, I don't, if I'm not really using it right now, it will go in here. So I have quite a few different mascaras. This one is the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. I have my backup of my brow gels that I absolutely love. A lot of skincare. So yeah, so I have quite a bit of products in here that I just, you know, I'm not using. But the nice thing about this is when I do finish a product, it's so nice to just go in here and be like, okay, I'm done with my face moisturizer, you know, let's pull another one out. So I really don't have to run to the store a whole lot and panic. I think right now I have, let me see, I have 2 primers in here that I have not tried out yet. This is like a matte primer, and then I have this primer that I'm so excited to try, but I don't want to dig into it really until I really need to. But I have mascaras, liners, you know. So yeah, so this is just my backup basically. Just backup, but it's getting full, so I either need to I hate decluttering, but I might need to go through it and give some new things away. All right, guys, so that is everything. I know I have a bigger collection than a lot of people, and I can't even say it's because it's YouTube and it's my job, because for me, that's not my excuse. I just grew the passion for makeup so much. So I am trying really hard to not buy so much makeup. I do buy makeup, of course, but I really try really hard not to buy so much of it. And I am working hard on also using what I have open, and doing like little panning projects, I guess you can say. But yeah, so I know I have a lot, and I'm really trying not to continue to pile up on that. I do film for YouTube. It's not my job yet. I don't get paid. I do have a full-time job besides doing YouTube. But I am trying to grow my channel, so it definitely comes in handy when I need to do videos. Of course, have all this makeup, but I also just love makeup. So my brows look extra thick, but like my natural brow shape is like not much thinner, you know. But the brow pencil I used that I'm trying to use up kind of makes them a little bit thicker than what I want. But anyways, that's everything, guys. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up button if you guys like these types of videos. And yeah, until next time, bye guys.